ladies, welcome to my channel. Here we are doing the monthly reading for all zodiac signs. This is going to be for Capricorns, Sun, Moon, and Rising and Ascendant. Before we get into your reading, Cappies, I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown as to the astrological changes and shifts that are happening at the present time in regards to Saturn's transit going into Capricorn, which is its ruling sign, you guys. So excited. I hope you guys are too. Now, okay, so we all know that Saturn is our ruling planet for us Capricornians. And this is definitely going to affect each and every single Capricorn. It's going to be, Saturn's going to be in Capricorn for the next 2.5 years. But for those of you guys that are Sun and Ascendant, it's going to affect every single Capricorn. But for the Sun Capricorn natives and for the Ascendant Capricorns, it's definitely going to play out. Whatever happens in these 2.5 years is going to have a major impact for the next coming 13 years. So this is major for Capricorns. This usually happens every 28, 29 years. And the last time it happened was 28 years ago. So again, like I said, there's definitely major shifts happening for you Cappies out there. Again, like I said, it's going to affect every single one of you guys. But I do want to make it clear that for those of you guys that are Sun, those of you, your Ascendant in Capricorn, you guys are, I shouldn't say that it's not going to affect, it's going to affect everyone, but Sun and Ascendant are the first ones that are going to feel it. It's going to hit you guys first. And then throughout the process of the 2.5 years, it will, again, gradually start to affect every single one of you Capricorns. So again, it's going to affect, Saturn's going to be in Capricorn for the next 2.5 years, but it's going to affect for each single Capricorn for the next 13 years. So obviously these are major life-changing events for you guys. These are pivotal moments for being a Capricorn. So again, just letting you guys know, okay? So I hope you guys can use this video. Within the process of the 2.5 years, I highly encourage you guys to come back and review these videos, as you're going to have a deeper understanding, a more clear understanding of what's happening when it starts to happen. So what I mean by that is it's not going to resonate right now, as it is a forecast for the next 2.5 years to happen. That will be gradually happening for you guys. So again, anyways, enough of that chat, as this is a very long video. I'm going to try to make it as short as possible. I want to apologize, sorry, not sorry, for keeping Capricorn as the last sign being uploaded, only because nothing comes easy for Capricorns. That's what Saturn teaches us since we're born. So again, wanted to, mount that surprise to its peaking point before actually giving you guys the blessings that are to come. Okay, so I hope you don't hate me for that, as I myself am a Capricorn and I love to be tested. Anyways, let's get into this. Okay, Saturn returns finally home to rule in its kingdom. So this is the biggest event that will ever happen to you Capricorns till the next 28 or 29 years. And that is not, that's not something that I say very lightly, but it's going to be life-changing for all of us Capricorns. The next, like I said, you will feel this instantly. Those born after 10 degrees, you will feel it instantly. For those of you born from the 12th of December all the way to the 30th, you're going to be experiencing this, and the major changes start to strongly affect you at the end of December. And those, born in January, you will start to experience these shift changes in 2018, or the middle of 2018, I should say. And this is going to affect every single one of us all the way to 2020. Again, like I said, it can prolong all the way to 13 years. So whatever's started around this transit, it will definitely impact greatly your life, as it will reflect, or it will play out very close correlation and connection for the next coming 13 years. Yeah, let's see what else. Okay. So Saturn, the planet that rules us, obviously was in our 12th house. So the last 3 years, Saturn was sitting in our 12th house. And the 12th house is it's all about letting go. It teaches us, Saturn was in our 12th house, and it's all about letting go. It's about going with the flow. It's about trusting. And it's about pretty much going towards a goal, going towards life with no direction. That's almost how it felt for the last 3 years. Almost going on hope or going on something divine. As of course the 12th house is all about, it's all about spirituality. It's all about solitude, self-reflection. So for a lot of you Capricorns, the last three years have been extremely difficult. Whether it's not being able to find the stability in work and finances, whether it's not being able to find the stability in your emotional sector, whether it was whatever it could have been, there was definitely obstacles for Capricorns. And I feel that it hit strongly in regards to relationships and in regards to finances, as the 12th house, there's a lot of going in this 12th house. It's about self-reflection. And for us Capricorns, hello, we're not about losing control. We're not about going with the flow. We're very disciplined. At a very young age, we're taught about discipline, and we're almost restricted in a way because Saturn is a very restrictive type of energy. But it's for its higher, higher purpose, a higher good, because it teaches us all about perseverance. It teaches us about hard work and putting, that extra effort into everything we do, only to be blessed to get greater results. I do have many, many family members, and clients that are Capricorns, and it seems like it hit every single one of them in different aspects of their life, but there was definitely major obstacles. And again, like I said, the 12th house also makes us become more in solitude. And I didn't notice that because initially myself, I was extremely social. I was very into the social scene, etc. And the past 2 years, even, close friends of mine and family members were like, you're so seclusive now. We don't see you around as often or whatnot. And it was because we were putting our nose to the grindstone, trying to build our business, trying to grow, and almost on faith, on our spiritual path. So for a lot of you guys could have experienced a changing of religion. For a lot of you guys could have experienced, tapping into the esoteric, as the 12th house rules all of that. Being more interested in the unknown. Again, a lot of study, a lot of learning in one aspect or another. And going through those difficulties, it was almost like, again, like I said, holding on to faith as spirituality, something very major in the 12th house. And again, there was a lot of endings as well, as often in regards to relationships. Almost like the losing of identity in the 12th house, starting something new and didn't seem like it was moving forward. For a lot of you guys, it could have been because in the 12th house, it's completions. So Saturn's it's almost like Saturn freezes time. For some of us, it could have been that we're so anxious, like we're not getting that breakthrough, we're not getting this, we're not getting that. But it wasn't like it wasn't happening. It was just that Saturn does that. It almost freezes time for you to reflect, for you to truly analyze what it is that you want. And are you inspired enough to go out there and do it? Are you inspired and passionate enough to put that extra work? Saturn is all about this. So again, it also makes us reflect on past behaviors. When Saturn goes into into the first house, which is where it's going to be going in December, it's going into the first house, and the first house is ruled by Aries. The first house is all about identity. It's all about image and self, you know. So again, going into our first house, it's almost like it goes, the king is finally returning back to its kingdom. Okay, it's ready to rule. All that time, all those 2.5 years that we kind of lost control, being in the 12th house, going back to the first house again, it's like, you know, Capricorn is going into Saturn. And again, like it's something very rare, but when it does happen, the realization of your self-worth, of who you truly are, the identity of you, starts to, you know, you start gaining your control back. You start gaining that, you know, that belief in yourself almost. And it correlates in very different aspects. Like some people may, you know, experience or may tell you, like, you seem different. You seem more authoritative. You seem more in control. You seem more focused, more determined, more this, more that. Not that you weren't doing all of that in the 12th house, but in the first house, it, you know, the sun shines into it. So again, it's you know, Capricorn is all about control. So again, it's the king returning to its kingdom, or the queen for some of us. So again, you start feeling re-energized. You start getting, you know, more, your self-confidence starts to build more and very strongly. You get your power again more than anything, and you can mean, for some of you guys, endings of karmatic connections from people from the past. So this can mean relationships as well. Things you will leave for, okay, so if you walk away from a relationship through this transit, you'll be walking away from this relationship for the rest of your life. Now, for those of you guys that in your first house, you decide to commit to someone, as Saturn is all about that, and Capricorn, it's going to be something long lasting, and it's going to affect you for the remaining 13 years of your life, and so on. So again, endings and new beginnings, it's going to be something based off of longevity, something that's going to be solid. Let's see what else. For those of you guys that recently left jobs, or that you started a new job, all of this, you know, this may bring about, for some of you guys, finding your calling or finding your niche, something that you are truly passionate about doing, finding that perfect job, something you truly wanted to do, new foundations, more authority and power coming back into your life and in your hand. Saturn rules servants, and it's about servancing. And so it can imply putting extra work. For those of you, an example, you could get a management position, but wherever you go in that management position, you're definitely going to have to put that effort to prove to everyone else that you're worthy of your salary. And when that is done, and you put that effort, the rewards are going to be great. For those of you guys that have been trying to get your business off the ground, you're going to start to see the materialization and crystallization of all of that start to happen in your first house. Again, a lot of extra work, a lot of long hours. For some of you guys could have been experiencing this already, as I could totally attest to that. Working those long hours. But it's almost like you have like authorities coming back into you, into your hand. It could be that you're gifted, or that you are, you know, given the opportunity for a very high ranking position. It could be that it's a position you've never held before. And of course, it's going to double or even triple your income. But in doing that, it's also going to be tied to responsibilities. And of course, none of us Capricorns fear responsibilities, right? We're up for the challenge. So this is something that in the first, Saturn being in the first house and going into Capricorn, is definitely going to amplify the beautiful virtues that Capricorns naturally have. It's in our innate nature. So again, it only amplifies it to, you know, 100 times more. So now is the time to really put effort into what you're doing. If you've been working your ass off for the past 3 years, and it just seemed like you were right at the cusp of, you know, having that breaking point or whatnot, but just things didn't happen, you will start to see that all these opportunities start to manifest, and very rapidly, for Capricorn. So again, it's all about power, but power is always connected to more responsibility. So just keep that in mind. Greater pay, for a lot of you guys are going to experience starting new families, as it implies, you know, more hard work. You may find overwhelming sometimes. But again, like I said, Capricorns know all about hard work and determination. New beginnings coming to you guys, slow and steady. I guess the advice here for all you Capricorns out there is don't rush into anything, whether it's relationships, whether it's business and finances, whether it's, you know, your business, your project, whatever it may be. Don't rush into anything, as Saturn is all about discipline. It's all about hard work and going that extra mile. But in the positive, we are promised for success. We are promised great rewards when putting that effort. So just know that, you guys, this is going to be very, very important for us Capricorns. And again, like I said, don't rush into anything. This can also represent starting new relationships. But again, like I said, don't rush into anything. Why do I say this? Because a lot of Capricorns will experience having Saturn in your first house. There's going to be a lot of new relationships coming about. It could be deeper connections. It could be people start coming into your, even you, people that start coming into your life. For those of you Capricorns that just haven't been able to find a person that is serious or that is wanting something long-term or committed, definitely in the first house, all of this starts to happen as the sun is amplifying your energy. Saturn, you know, it's our ruling planet. So again, it gives that authoritative, it gives that power, it recharges your energy. So people are going to be very attracted to you. They may feel that at some point in certain situations, you're almost the authoritative type of figure. And of course, you know, the opposite sex can find that very, what's the word? Enticing. So again, when I say don't rush, I mean don't rush into, you know, you meet a person, you hit it off, and that's great. But don't rush into marriage, as it tends to happen that we do end up getting eloped around this time. But at the same time, if you guys are not really for each other and you rush into it, it's going to affect you for the coming 13 years. So, you know, commitment never scared the shit out of me more than it does now. I'm just saying. So anyways, again, like I said, all just great things to come from my Capricorns. It's such a long video that I'm going to try the best I can not to overdo it. So again, a lot of promises for new beginnings, new businesses coming out as well, making us more aligned with, you know, finding our life purpose. You know, social statuses keep growing for a lot of you guys. You're going to experience all of this. Stature recognition, coming into your own more than anything, and altitude ultimately will be like, we're also going to have this feeling of like time is running out. So again, that's the reason why I'm saying be very careful in regards to rushing into anything. Saturn is the planet of time. It is considered the, you know, father time. So again, we may feel like, you know, the clock is ticking. It's time to start having children. It's time to settle down. It's time to get married. My highest desire for each and every single one of you guys is, of course, to find happiness, to find a love, to find a person that is right for you. And that's the key word, a person that is right for you. So try the best you can not to rush into anything, as you will feel like there's some type of pressure or something reminding you that time is very of the essence at the present time. Even you could be 20 years old, and you could be 20 years old at this time right now, at this exact moment, And when Saturn enters your first house, you're going to feel like, oh my God, I'm getting old. I need to start having kids. I need to, get my bachelor's. I need to own my own house. I need to, like, there's this essence of, timing is going to be very important for us. And the pressure. So again, Saturn does that. So my advice for you guys is do not, try the best you can not to rush into anything for the love of the universe. And also, don't rush into anything, basically. And also, for those of you Capricorns, Saturn does rule the joints, and it also rules what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word right now, but it's Saturn rules the joints, and it also rules the skeleton. Dang it, I can't think of it. But anyways, basically what I'm saying is Saturn going into Capricorn and going into your first house, a lot of you guys may start to experience having issues with elasticity, feeling like either you're sored or you're not as flexible. Back pain is something that can happen around this time as well. So try the best you guys, try the best you can to do, you don't necessarily have to do exercise if that's not something in your regimen, but definitely do stretches. Just make sure that, you're up and doing, because again, Saturn is all about karma. So however you've been treating your body, all of these issues that, again, have been brewing for quite a while are going to start to come out. So just be very careful with that, especially with the joints, you guys. So again, my suggestion, try the best you can to do stretches, to go out and to, walk daily or whatnot. And this can also represent, even if you guys are, health nuts, this can also represent you guys. If you guys have been overdoing or like overrunning or whatnot, your knee joints, all of that, you're going to start to have the effect. So again, try the best. Here, the thing is, don't rush into anything, and slow and steady, as you will have the ultimate results with that, okay? So anyways, let's get into your reading, Capricorns. I had initially shuffled the cards, as this is going to be probably the longest video. I tried to make it as short as possible, but there's so many amazing things that are happening for us, and I was just so thrilled and excited that I tried to pretty much give you, this is what it's called, the rundown, okay? If not, you guys would have had a 3-hour video. So anyways, let's get into the reading. Let's see what Spirit has for you, Capricorns, for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Ascendant going into the month of December 2017. See what Spirit has for you guys, Capricorns, December 2017. A lot of marriages as well that may be happening. So for my lovely subscribers out there, definitely let me know if you guys get hitched in this process. All right, your first card is the 10 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the 6 of Wands, the Page of Swords, the 6 of Cups, and the Moon card, and the 9 of Swords. Okay. All right, let me move this a little down. All right, so I'm going to try to do this really quick. Okay, Capricorns, you guys have the 10 of Swords here. You guys have been feeling very stressed, very overburdened, whether it's in regards to a relationship or whether it's in regards to your business. You have the 8 of Swords next to it, so it's almost a feeling of stuckness. Again, like I said, I feel that for a lot of Capricorns, probably November all the way to now, going into December, a lot of you guys may have experienced almost, it's not like physical stuckness, but more so like emotional, like mental, feeling like you're stuck, you can't move forward. In regards, again, like I said, to work or relationship. And it's almost like, it's not even the feeling of stuckness. It's almost like being annoyed, like an annoyance of feeling like things are not moving quick enough for you. And the Seven of Cups here is definitely talking to me about scattered energy. So you guys need to work on that. Try the best you can to ground yourselves. You know, now is not the time to have scattered energy. Now is the time to put that effort to get clear on what it is that you want. You do have the wish card, the wish card here. This is the Nine of Cups. And there is a promise for new beginnings. But with this new beginning, there's going to be a lot of endings as well, as the Page of Swords is here. And then you have the Moon. I believe tomorrow we're actually entering full moon. So this could be the energy of the Moon, where perhaps you're feeling like, you know what, almost going back or thinking towards the past and people that have done you wrong. And instead of using that in a negative sense, you should use it in a positive sense. You should be thankful and grateful that they're no longer in your life, and that you don't have to deal with that type of energy. And look forward to making goals and making plans, as now is the time to do so, Capricorn. Now, you do have the Six of Wands here. For some of you guys, this can be in regards to business or in regards to finances. For a lot of you guys have been overburdened. Again, like I said, Saturn going into the first house and going into Capricorn. What this represents, it's exactly that. It's feeling feeling overwhelmed. But that tongue-tied. Overwhelming sensation, having to do with responsibilities, has a lot to do with try the best you can to prioritize, as now is the time to do exactly that. And once you're able to prioritize, you'll be able to find that emotional balance or emotional stability that you're looking for, whether it's in finances or whether it's in relationships. Again, like I said, you do have the wish card here, okay? And you also have the Six of Wands here. So the Six of Wands definitely represents being able to feel like you're victorious in regards to either a project, in regards to a deadline for some of you guys, or in regards to proving yourself to the company or the business or the partner that you're in business with. You've been dealing with a lot of stress, and I feel that the stress is coming from responsibilities. So for some of you guys, it could have been that you recently found out your partner's pregnant. For others, it could be that you recently decided to actually, move in together, and it's happy moment and everything, but you're also being overwhelmed with the responsibilities of knowing that now you have to step up your game a little bit more. And again, the Six of Wands is definitely, I feel that by the second week of December, you guys start to feel Saturn going into Capricorn, and that energy of you're finally returning home, as Saturn is going into your sign, becoming more authoritative, becoming more self-confident in yourself. For a lot of you guys that have been dealing with a lot of self-confidence issues, all of that starts to play, and it has a major impact as the full moon, again, like I said, will be tomorrow. So I feel that you guys have this Queen of Wands here. This Queen of Wands could represent a fire sign. It could be an Aries, Sagittarius, or a Leo. For others of you, you guys may be dealing with a Cancer or another water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But I feel that this is more to do with the blockages that have been happening for you guys, and what's going to quickly start to shift. Now, for others of you guys, I do want to mention, I feel that there's going to be a lot of people coming back from your past, as you do have the Six of Cups here and the Six of Cups next to the Moon card. There is some type of connection here with the person from your past that is connected to either the Moon or is connected to the Night. So it could be that perhaps in the past you had a lover that, exactly that, not in a relationship, but a lover, where you guys would only like see each other at night or whatnot. And I feel that this message comes through, and it may come through in the evening. But I feel that they're trying to reach out to you in regards to, trying to pick up things where they were left off, or trying to know, I guess, if they're able, if you allow them to walk back into your life. My suggestion is let go of the past and move forward. Now you do have the Nine of Swords here, and the Nine of Swords is having anxiety. I feel that a lot of Capricorns may be dealing with anxiety, but anxiety based on the fact of the unknown. I feel that for a lot of you guys, as the moon is here. So for a lot of you guys, it could be that you're fearing the outcome or what's to come, or there's some type of uncertainty tied to this. But I feel that ultimately, let me pull out another card. But I feel that for the most part, this is mental. This is not in actuality. This is more of your fears, or the fears getting the best of you. Try the best you can, again, like I said, to ground yourself. Try going to the park. Try going to the mountains if you're nearby. Going to a forest if you're nearby. Going to the earth element. This will help you ground yourself. Or it could just be as easy as going to your backyard and lying under a tree. As this will help you, again, like I said, ground yourself. I feel that there is a lot of desires here happening, as you do have the wish card, the wish fulfillment card. You have victory here. And you also have pleasurable moments or opportunities for something to manifest that's going to bring you almost the deeper understanding of why things were so difficult or have been so difficult for you guys. Let me pull out a couple of more cards. Spirit, please give me more clarity for the Nine of Swords. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So again, like I said, saying this of the Nine of Swords, there's definitely a lot of fears. There's a lot of fears connected to uncertainty. If you recently found out that your partner is pregnant, and you're not even sure that you want to be with your partner, so what I mean is whether it was accidental or whether you were aware, or somewhat aware that it could have happened, but you didn't really think much of it until it actually manifested. I feel that that's where the fear may be coming for some of you guys. For others of you, it could be that you actually are growing, or recently found out that your wife is with child, and that your family is growing. It could be the anxiety or the nervousness behind that, you know. It's a great, beautiful moment, but also it's almost like, especially for Capricorns, it's like a rude awakening. Like, hey, do you have your stuff together? Do you make enough? Are you going to be able to provide? Are you going to be able to, you know, father that child or mother that child, whatever it may be? So I feel that this is more to do with uncertainties and the clarity cards, my dear Capricorns. You have the Sun card. The Sun card is all about blessings, blessings that are usually in the making. So what this means is when I see the Sun, it usually represents blessings that are coming your way, but they're unknown to you, or you're not aware of the opportunities that are coming your way. But nonetheless, this is a beautiful omen in any reading. And the Sun can actually, in fact, represent children. So for some of you guys, it could be that you're, you know, having a child or growing your family. But again, more than anything, the Sun definitely represents the power, that energy, the blessing of, you know, again, Saturn returning home. And the Eight of Wands, you're going to start to notice, again, like I said initially, if you've been feeling that there's been some stuckness going on, whether in regards to business, partners, relationships, all of that, coming out of that, going into the middle of December, you guys are going to start experiencing new beginnings, not just blessings, but also very quick communication or very fast movement. And you have the Star card here. The Star card can represent that, in fact, of what we just spoke about initially, about Saturn going into its ruling sign. So the Star card can also represent a wish fulfillment, something you've been hoping for or praying for or working really hard towards is definitely going to start manifesting, and you guys will start to experience this by the 2nd to 3rd week of December. Things are going to start to correlate. Almost synchronicity is going to start happening for you, Capricorns. So again, very beautiful reading, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am. I hope you guys used this beautiful and pivotal moment for us and use it in a positive way. Now is the moment to really, really stay focused, really, you know, keep your eye on the ball and definitely make those things happen for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and the quick quote-unquote rundown that I gave you guys, and we will see each other at the middle of the month, okay? Bye.